What's up, my people?
Hey guys, what's going on?
Welcome to Podcast X, Y, and Z, the world's number fun video game podcast. Andrew Matthew, episode 7.
This is 7?
Yeah,
I
checked.
Wow.
I'm bad with the numbers. I always forget which number it is.
That's pretty crazy.
7,
There's
bro.
7 episodes of this.
7.
Dude, I'm feeling good today.
Yeah.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
I got a new Xbox.
Andrew Matthew got a new Xbox.
I did.
What?
It is so nice.
I'm looking right at it. It's a white 1 terabyte Xbox One S.
It is pretty, guys.
It's good. Long overdue.
Long overdue. Guys, I got the Xbox One like day 1.
This Xbox was broken,
Uh-huh.
bro.
So I'm feeling
Broken.
good. How are you doing?
Very well.
Yeah?
Busy but good.
Thanksgiving
Life
week.
is good. Yeah, Thanksgiving week. I'm working off and on, but I have a few days off here, so I'm very excited
Yeah.
for that.
That's cool.
So
I heard we have a t-shirt giveaway
We
going
have a
on.
t-shirt giveaway, Andrew. And what we like to do is give our patrons a chance to be eligible for that t-shirt.
We're wearing it, but I'm gonna
And
show
that's
you
the thing.
again.
We have
I'll show the
4
back of
shirts.
it. Here
2
we
of them
go.
are for us, so we're doing a giveaway now and a giveaway later.
So here's the back. If you're listening to this, check out our YouTube stream. We show everything. It's really cool. But this is a shirt we're giving away today
Today we're doing a giveaway
to one of our patrons.
to one of our patrons.
So what we're gonna do is we have the list here, and we're gonna pick at random one of our patrons
One of our lucky
for
patrons.
this wonderful T-shirt. Caleb, would you like to do the honors this time?
I would love to do the honors.
What do you got?
Okay. And now here's the thing, Andrew.
Drum roll.
The name pops up, and my heart is warmed, right?
Oh, I see it now.
This man
I
this
see
man
it now.
cares so much about supporting us that he made an intro for us that you can listen to on YouTube. We actually have our HD audio episodes up to listen to
Oh,
now.
you gave it away. Quick.
But Josh Kirby
Joshua Kirby
is the winner for this Media
beautiful
Interactive
T-shirt.
t-shirt. Welcome to the squad, buddy. I'm so glad it was you. I'm so proud of you. Thankful for your support.
Josh, we love you. We'll
Josh.
get you the shirt ASAP.
We have a size medium and a size large. You tell us which one of those you want, and
Dude,
we'll
he's
get
so
it to
high.
you.
Yeah, dude, you earned it, man.
We'll get it
I
to you,
mean,
man.
it was
I love
random,
him.
but we love it.
I love that guy so much.
Silas Pearson, what's up, dude? Thanks for joining.
Welcome to the chat, my people. We just did a giveaway for Josh Kirby, one of our patrons. He got this thing right here, this T-shirt.
Guys, I mean, if I could just give you a pitch real quick. We have a loving community here. We do some fun things.
Oh, it's so fun.
If you are not subbed to us, if this is your first view of me and Caleb right here, would you join our family? Because you can get a freaking sweet T-shirt.
Yep.
You can get our content. You get a lot of cool things from it. You
Oh,
get
yeah.
to troll us in the chat. No extra large? No, we don't have extra large.
Sorry, it's medium and large. Custom ink.
Yeah. You
Strings.
can fit in a large.
Kirby, you're a large.
You're a large.
Okay.
So that's just exciting things.
Yeah. No,
We're
that's sweet.
happy to give
That's sweet.
give away some things.
Yeah. So I have been hard at work kind of behind the scenes, Andrew. I now have all of our episodes HD audio on YouTube,
Whoa, big news.
which was very helpful. The Patreon site is great. That's our homepage to where you can find everything, including the literature on what we're about and what we've written. But it's much better to have it on YouTube as well, that you can just play that, stream that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the live stream is fun, but it's my iPhone audio, so it's not as rich and
Yeah.
it's not as good
Yeah.
quality.
And we know a lot of you guys use YouTube.
Yeah.
And a lot of people just checking out stuff are on YouTube. So if you've missed an episode, don't worry. They're all going to be on YouTube. Thanks, Caleb, for doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got everything everywhere.
Everything's everywhere. And
Really,
YouTube,
it's
YouTube
awesome.
and Patreon. It's great to have it's a file dump. So continue to check us out and find us on social media and stuff. And we'll have a bunch of stuff we're going through. But Andrew, I want to talk about some news.
It's our news time, guys.
That's
our
where we're at
favorite
right
time
now.
of the week.
That's where we're at right
news.
now with the segment. Is Andrew Matthew just going, it's our news time, guys.
That was awesome.
I love it. It's great. But it's not great. So
Okay.
if anyone has room for improvement or an actual thing they'd like to edit for us, that'd be great. News.
I'm doing jazz
Like-
hands too.
There's gotta be like a way to put a graphic,
Oh,
like a sparkly star.
news. Like right
You know,
here where my hands go.
YouTube
It just
Studio
says
is
news.
not
Yeah.
not where it needs.
I just gotta
to
get
be.
better at editing. If someone could teach me how to edit,
Dude, you're so
this.
good at editing. But
news. Here we
here's
go.
news, and this is half news, half just what we've been playing.
half our life updates.
Okay, we played Fallout 76.
76.
Okay,
I don't know. I didn't.
how long did you practice that?
I-
It's hard to know which ones to do.
But also, it's like yeah. So
Yeah.
70. We played it because Redbox is a great thing.
Redbox.
Shouts out to Redbox.
What is it? $3 for one night, $7
$3
for 3
Dude,
nights.
That's fantastic. What if you could play a game for $7
And we failed to consider that.
for a weekend?
We failed to consider that we could pretty much review and play every game because we can rent it. I never thought about that.
It's amazing.
Yeah, so
So
that was
we
your
played.
idea. Kudos to you.
We played together about an hour and a half, and I played solo about like 8 hours, which is quite a bit. I played a lot the day before we played.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we played it. We had fun. We had
That is
fun.
true.
See, the hesitation kind of
That
speaks
is
for
true.
the game itself. And so here's where I want to just start. And so I'll be uploading a full impressions video very soon, guys.
Yes.
We took a lot of footage. We have thoughts. I have thoughts. I know a lot of people are anticipating this game, and then hearing all the news about how it's not being good. But I wanted to start this conversation, this debrief, with what I told you earlier about the way that we should handle, or I guess the way that I think that the community should handle these online world, opening games.
Yep.
It's different because I think you're right. Like the way that the community perceived and received Elder Scrolls Online wasn't a Skyrim sequel. And it was advertised that way, and people received it that way. But all of a sudden, when Fallout 76 comes out, and it's advertised, and I would say that it's advertised as similar to Elder Scrolls Online.
Yeah.
It wasn't advertised as a Fallout 5.
Right.
But people are still thinking of it as a Fallout 5. And I think that's dangerous. And I think that if you're going to engage with the game or the thoughts of the game.
And so, to provide a bit more context, Fallout is huge.
Yeah.
Some of our patrons don't really play those games or know much about them. Fallout is a big name. But this specific release, the latest one, Fallout 76, snuck up on everybody. It was in development for less time.
Yeah.
It was marketed for less. And so because of that, there's not a lot there. And this game is getting trashed. Across the board. 4s out of 10s, 5 out of 10s. How dare you make this game out of 10s?
Which, to those of you who are saying, like, 5 out of 10 isn't bad, that's pretty bad.
Right.
Like, bad but good games get, like, 6s at least. Like, 6.5.
6 and 7. And
But when you're in 5 range, you're like, you're never
it's
play
like
that.
rage reviews. It's
It's
just
pretty bad.
anger and disappointment.
Yeah, and I think, so the criticism is there that it's correct. Like, I wouldn't disagree.
No, I wouldn't either.
The bugs are there,
Mm-hmm.
the lack of NPCs, the lack of a full main storyline. That bothers me. I mean, it's gonna bother people. It's gonna bother me. It's gonna bother you.
Yeah.
The idea of like grinding. If you've ever played like World of Warcraft or any sort of online game, there's a grind involved. Some people love that. Some people hate it. I'm sort of in the middle. So I didn't like necessarily hate it. But if you hate like going to fetch something and like cooking a steak for a quest, if that is not your cup of tea, then you're gonna hate it. In games like Red Dead, there isn't really a lot of grinding unless you make it that way.
Yeah.
So what did you think in your hour and 15-ish?
I played it in the most ideal way for me.
Yeah.
Which was, you appealed to the intellectual in me of the Redbox purchase.
Yeah.
Only way I'm ever gonna play that game is if I can spend $3 to play it for a night with you.
Yeah.
And so you devoted your time and effort, both literally in real life and also in the world, to pay to let me experience the game. The fast traveling and the let's go do this. And it was fun to do that with you. Yeah. That's never been in a Fallout world before. That's why there's something there.
Yeah.
It's new.
Yeah.
The new stuff about this game is good, but it should be $19.99.
Correct.
Not $60. And they should have embraced that instead of, they know. Bethesda is so smart. They knew it was going to get clobbered.
Yeah.
They had to have known. So that's where I'm frustrated with it. I'm thankful for the opportunity to play it.
Yeah.
But I think it gets what it deserves and as far as scores so they can know.
Yeah.
That's how we're going to react.
I think this, we say this a lot on this podcast for years, it's like, we'll see what happens. Like, there's a lot to be heard, and sometimes we say something, and then with Call of Duty they fix it. They go in and they fix it, or with
Red Dead has highs and lows.
Right. When I say this again with Fallout. This is a game that I need it to do something different in the next couple months. I need it to improve slowly over the next 6 months. If this is the same game in 6 months, I think the score should be lower than 5.5.
Right.
5.5 for me is saying right now with what is in there, it's 5.5. Now Bethesda, you see this. Number one, put it on Game Pass. Just
bite the bullet.
Just bite the bullet and put it on Game Pass. You will reach so many other people that are willing to play it. Secondly, make it worth our time. Make more areas, make more quests, make more fun things to do. And I honestly think they will, because the next game, that next Skyrim on their next gen is going to take a while. I can see this being their project and them taking their time to actually craft a good game. But right now, it kind of sucks. Which is interesting too, because the first patch they came out with was just as big as the when you had to download the game. So you can already tell they're struggling, and it just begs the question again: why ship a broken game? Why do it?
Well, it begs the recurring, never-ending, desperate question with no answer: why do people ship broken games? So
Yeah,
if Bethesda is doing that, that's a problem.
it's a problem.
If other people do it, it's their problem.
Yeah.
But if Bethesda does it, it is a problem.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it makes total sense.
Especially when you consider it's not Rockstar's problem.
Yeah.
They shipped their game was not broken.
The tutorial sucked, but it
But
wasn't
it was
broken.
flawless. They knew what they were doing.
They knew what they were doing.
So that is what bugs me,
Yeah.
and that is what
Bugs literally the game.
yeah bugs in every sense of the word.
Yeah.
Um,
We have
So-
a fan in the chat being upset that they didn't get a T-shirt. Rosser, there'll be more giveaways.
There'll be more giveaways.
Listen, dude, we can't.
More giveaways, and I'll be honest with you, we got no XL or above size shirts. So if you can't fit, and we just gave away an adult large, so an adult medium is coming at you in December. Okay, so if you want to use
Hey,
that as
listen.
a napkin or something,
Oh my-
I don't know.
All I'm saying is 2019. All the months to come, there'll be so much giveaways.
We'll
Rosser,
design more T-shirts. We'll give some
He
stuff
said,
away.
"Give me a shirt or reported." Rosser's gonna
Wait, what'd he
report
say?
it.
Or
reported.
Gotcha.
So that's what you sub for.
Rosser,
Rosser's gonna report it.
your conditional friendship is getting so old. Okay,
Kirby wants hats, so we'll make scarves,
Hey, Kirby.
mittens,
Kirby, start hitting me with hat designs. You have my go ahead. Start hitting me with hat
kitchen
designs.
supplies. Our newest aprons will come out soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
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 So Fallout 76. All in all, I think that if we had 4 people playing for one night for $3, it'd be a blast.
Right.
I think that we would have fun. I think it's West Virginia. The music's good. The atmosphere is cool. It's not
Yeah.
like beautiful graphics like Red Dead, but plus I don't know. If you love the Fallout games in the past,
Right,
you love
you
this.
will love
It's
it,
the same
yeah.
systems. It's the same looting. It's
Right.
the same everything. The problems are it's not a full game.
And what I appreciate is your realistic outlook on the game. You're not fanboying to the point where you're
Yeah.
saying it's perfect.
Yeah.
With the new Star Wars movies, I tell people, yeah, they were bad.
Yeah.
But if you were randomly scrolling through the channels and you happened across one of those movies
Yeah.
and you watched it, you'd be like, that was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Expectation determines reality.
Correct.
And Fallout 76 got destroyed
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
expectation.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. If this game came out with a third-party developer, it showed up on Redbox, you'd pull up like, oh, what's this
The
game?
best.
You would have
If
so
it was
much
Game
fun.
of the Month gold out of nowhere or something, like,
You
forget
would have
it.
a
It
great
would
time.
be crazy.
But I mean,
So-
it's true though. Like
Yeah.
Bethesda needs to perform because they're
Yeah.
Bethesda.
Right.
Name another
Get-
game
no,
that
get it
pops up in
together.
your head. It's
Like, get it together.
Yeah.
So,
Starting
Andrew,
off strong,
there's
huh?
a big news item, and it's actually going to be the title of this podcast. But before we do that, I want to run through some Black Friday deals.
Ooh,
Because
yeah.
there's some new ones, and I just want to keep people updated.
And that's
on
why I
it.
got my new
Okay.
Xbox, guys.
New Xbox
because of
was
this
a deal.
podcast.
You got it for $200, right? A terabyte S bundle. Is that
Yeah,
right?
I got $199 and I traded in my Xbox, so I took $100 off. Hey, we got a new fan. Check this out from Derek Lyons. He's in the chat. Thank
Derek,
you for tuning
dude, he's
in.
in the chat. Okay.
It's a fan of Derek. It's not Derek.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's from Derek.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's so awesome.
Thanks for checking us
Welcome
out.
to the chat, man. I appreciate that so much. We do this live, and then we post the HD audio later. You're the man.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
And I'm gonna mention, shout out to Derek Lyons. He's a YouTuber we've kind of partnered with, and I was talking to him a lot about this whole Sony E3 news thing.
Yeah.
But let me hard pause that and run through Black Friday deals
Black
real quick.
Friday.
Okay. So this is the biggest one, Andrew. A 1 terabyte PS4 with Spider-Man is $200.
If that doesn't blow your mind, you're not a gamer.
That's
that
crazy.
should
If
blow
I didn't
your
have
mind.
every video game, under the sun, I wouldn't do that now. To keep in mind, this is a lot of GameStop deals.
Yeah,
Wednesday
yeah.
through the weekend coming up this week because it's already Thanksgiving, Black Friday. Controllers discounted to $40. Online, so Xbox Live, PlayStation Network discounted to $40 for the year. And then Amazon will also have Black Friday deals released kind of tier-based, like day by day, even
Yeah.
hour by hour. So
Yeah.
be on the lookout for that. If you are still in a console controller purchasing mode, which you should be, I think
Yeah.
we have time.
Yeah.
Check those out. But Andrew, let's just dive right into it.
Yeah.
This week, Sony withdrew from E3.
And so this is like the state of the news. Like normally Caleb and I will wait till we hang out before the podcast to talk about serious things. We'll be like, oh, did you hear about that? We just do our big debrief Monday nights, Tuesday nights. This was big enough. Like if Caleb was in the area, he would have just ran into my house like screaming.
I was screaming. I was screaming. Okay, so Electronic Entertainment Expo happens every summer. It is the video game conference of the year. And Sony, for the first time in 24 years, Guess how long E3's been around? 24 years.
Yeah.
Sony's not there. Sony has withdrawn.
Yeah.
And Xbox already withdrew and holds a neighboring convention center.
Yeah.
People are leaving that system
Yeah.
of video game reveals. Consoles are no longer every decade. They're every iteration, every couple months.
Yeah.
That is so huge that Sony is retreating into their shell. And so Derek Lyons, go subscribe to his YouTube. He posted a recent video on Reddit, which was great. But I reached out to him, texted him right away. I was like, Sony dropped out. And he was like the game has changed basically. We just started talking about what are they going to do because they have to do something.
That's the question.
If you do nothing, I don't know if you saw this, but Xbox tweeted right away, we can't wait to see you at E3 2019.
Yeah.
Their most retweeted thing ever on their Twitter.
Oh yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah.
That's like competition that I enjoy.
Well, so that's the thing though, is when you have something as constant as E3 and you have these, I mean, I would argue that the past couple years have been mediocre at E3. And
Oh yeah,
you
it's
know,
been slipping.
it's kind of been, you know, like we have our great E3 memories. Everyone loves to start the summer with E3. They have these big announcements, but so far it's just been trailers for games that won't come out until we're 30 years old.
Yeah.
To see this, you know, like beef start again, especially, and I think, you know, we talk about Fortnite a lot, but with Fortnite allowing Sony to play with Microsoft, the beef has started again, guys. There's competition in the air, and you know what competition brings? Great products.
Stuff, okay?
Because what lack of competition brings infinite warfare.
Here's what, yeah. Good heavens.
You can just see it in Caleb's reaction.
You traded Call of Duty in and got like a nickel.
But
and a
that's the
piece of
thing
chewing
though,
gum.
is when you have these, you just get shoved an Assassin's Creed game every year.
Yeah.
You get shoved to Call of Duty, you get shoved to E3 every year. It's all
chokehold by watered down games.
because they know you're gonna buy. But here we are.
Okay, so Derek and I think Sony's brewing 2019, dropping PS5, if not launching 2019, dropping details on it.
That's crazy.
Which is bold, and Derek and I seem to be the only people that really think that. A lot of people think it's 2020. Some people like you think it's even past that.
Yeah.
But here's my point. Sony can't do nothing.
Yeah.
They cannot do nothing. That
Correct.
is not an option. That is stupid, ludicrous, silly.
Yeah.
So that means that something will be done.
Yeah.
And if they're keeping hush hush about it, it will be something basically.
Yeah. Let us know in the chat. What do you guys think? Do you think that PS5 is announced 2019? Do you think it's released? Why do you think that Sony left?
The most intelligent people in the industry that I follow think the PlayStation experience that they canceled this fall will come around next fall and that everything will be there. So
Yeah.
fall 2019, they reveal it
Yeah.
for 2020.
Yeah. So interesting. Like, what do you think is going on in Microsoft right now? Like, are they like scrambling to find things to do, or do you think they
Well,
already had something
And
also?
that's a great thing to bring up because every developer now is going to hug Microsoft for E3.
Yeah.
There's no other stage to demo
Yeah.
unless you can afford your own.
Yeah.
And Bethesda and Rockstar don't care about a stage right now. They have games to work on.
Yeah.
It's Microsoft stage. Nintendo will show up and, throw a Mario plush toy at a guy.
There'll be
and-
3 guys dressed in Pikachu costumes. Ryan Reynolds will show up for Detective Pikachu.
Okay, yeah. So
that's about
it's
it.
just, yeah. It's
So we have,
unprecedented.
I thought it will be announced 2019, release late 2019, early to mid 2020.
Yeah.
That's where
I agree with that. And that's my hope because I've been waiting for Last of Us 2.
Yeah,
Forever.
Yeah.
I bought my PS4 for that game. I spent $460 already on a game that has yet to be revealed.
See, when Caleb gets passionate, you can tell.
Oh my gosh! It throws me for a loop. But that news is big
Yeah.
because all bets are off.
Yeah.
All bets are off. There is no E3 reveal fall release. E3 reveal fall release. Not true anymore.
Yeah.
A video game called Dying Light came out 3 Februarys ago, and it blew everything out of the water.
Yeah.
It sold beyond belief. It got reviewed beyond belief because nobody did anything in February.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, 5 games are scheduled to launch in February on the same day, and I actually forget what they all are. But people are saying they're going to have to move around this early spring now. This 24/7 news cycle has bled into the video game industry.
Yeah.
And we don't know what's going to happen because no one's mentioning VR. How does VR fit into this? Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
You think that's gonna be a lot of it is VR stuff?
I would think they have had serious conversations about launching consoles with that built in.
That's interesting. I hadn't thought about that.
I mean, how is that not the new Kinect? I know Kinect was a mistake, but it was a necessary mistake because of technology.
Like a precursor.
We have to do this.
Yeah.
So that interests me a lot. It's a Black Friday deal. PlayStation VR is $100 off. It still costs $300.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're not there yet as VR is concerned. We already talked last week about augmented reality. You can go check out that podcast on YouTube or patreon.com/Media Interactive. But this summer might be quiet, Andrew.
Yeah.
It might be quiet.
Yeah, well, so that's the thing is, like, what we just said about Fallout 76. Expectations change reality. What was the exact quote? Expectations lead reality. And that's the thing is, like, when they have such big news like this, going into E3 with these, like, I think that we can, like, safely think, like, okay, like, maybe a console reveal. But having super high expectations might end up hurting some people because now E3 now with Microsoft having the whole stage to themselves, now having Sony having their own press conference, I don't know, and like I feel like there's a lot of time left before the next consoles. That's just me. I haven't seen anything to really back that up or deny that, but at the same time, like I just think we have some time. And so I am going in thinking, okay, this is your chance. You've got everyone's attention. What are you gonna do? But at the same time, thinking like, I just want to see, finally back from E3, I want to see a game be talked about and then release within the next couple months. Like what you were saying with E3 and then fall release.
Yeah.
I just feel like that hasn't really happened in a while. I feel like it's usually a lot of like, E3 happens and then they've been saying Kingdom Hearts for years.
That's true.
And I'm so excited for Kingdom Hearts January. We have a date. I'm so excited.
For Kingdom Hearts 3, right?
Yes. The new one comes out early January and I'm excited and I'll be getting it. It'll be fun. But at the same time, like, I've been seeing that game at E3 and that, just like Beyond Good and Evil, stuff like that, like, I've just seen these games constantly showing up at E3. Yeah. I want to see developers show up and say, we've got this game, it's coming out in 2 months, get excited.
Yeah.
And that's what I want. And so, if they announce consoles, I'll be frothing at the, like, I'll be whoa.
Right, exactly. And if Sony does that on their own terms in their own conference, pushing all their money to that venue, that will be great. It will be an immersive environment, contagious hype.
Yep. Noel, thanks for joining the chat. I know that you say, I'm here just so I don't get fined.
You're here because you love us, buddy.
You say that, but you're here because you really do love us.
And see, Noel, people in the chat are actually contributing to the podcast, too.
I knew you were going to say
Shout out to Persuade Me, please. This guy actually gets his stuff, Noel. So you could contribute to the chat as well.
Every community has its trolls, so hey.
Derek Lyons' community is a leg up. A leg up on the fools we are friends with. But you brought up a good point. Mm-hmm. Fallout 4, I don't know if you remember this.
Yeah.
Revealed at E3. Yeah. No one knew a thing. No leaks, no nothing. And they said, hey, you have this game in 2 months.
Yeah.
The game was meh, but the launch was successful. I would argue the greatest launch ever because of the marketing hype and the advertising pace. It was brilliant. Short, sweet, boom, here it is.
Even games like Crackdown 3, I feel like we've seen for years.
I mean, it sealed its fate by delays.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I feel like E3's become. It's just a conference for delays.
And now it's going to be a joke. Nintendo never does it. They do monthly directs on their own terms. Microsoft already has an event in December. E3 is not the point at which everything connects. Yeah. It's one of the many points, and eventually you're going to skip it. Yeah. You can get the picture without it.
Well, so but all in all, this might be the best case scenario. Sony leads.
I told you this when we were texting. I said, I still feel good. Yeah. Ultimately, this is good news.
This is good news.
It's scary news, and I have no idea what's going to happen, but it's good news.
Yeah.
Because they are smart. No one said, hey, we should skip E3. So, hey, sounds good.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
Yeah.
This was a decision, an intentional, deliberate decision.
You can't go to that meeting room and say, like, we should leave E3 without having something really cool to be able to say, here's why we should leave E3.
And you say, here are all the funds we allocate to E3. We're dumping it into this so we can launch this.
And now
I believe that.
And so that's why I like it, because now Microsoft goes into the meeting room and they say, all this money now that we have for E3, we're going to do something crazy. So I think that...
I'm excited.
Yeah, I want to see a game at E3 and have it by autumn. Yeah. I mean, like that's what we all want. If we don't want to see trailers and early pre-alpha, negative alpha footage.
And this culture of 8-second teasers leading up to a 2-minute trailer, leading up to a gameplay reveal, leading up to a private beta, leading up to an open. Give me a break, man.
Give me a break.
Give me a break.
And now, you know what? And it's becoming a performance thing, too.
And then the games don't even work.
And the game doesn't even work.
After the third beta.
That's what I'm saying, man. And so, you know, I mean, it's exciting. It's definitely worth being excited about.
If you own an Xbox, check out the game Sunset Overdrive. No one knew, no one cared about that game. I bought it because I passed it in a grocery store video game aisle and bought it on impulse. The colors of the box were attractive and the price was fine, so I bought it. It was old school marketing. Here's the thing. Would you like it now?
Yeah.
Works like a charm.
Yeah.
Ask anybody.
Boom, there you go. And the thing is like, what's right behind us? Like, Broken Games talk about, like, I mean, like, this is our culture, and it's kind of like weird at the same time because, you know, this became one of the greatest.
And I love this.
Yeah,
I love
we
Destiny,
love it.
but I have spent somewhere in the neighborhood of $300 on that game.
Exactly.
And now I don't even play it.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I think that's just like part of the culture, part of
Yeah.
what's happening now. But I think that the competition, I think new consoles, I mean, like, thinking ahead, like, new Skyrim game, like, just things to get excited for. Hopefully we get some.
Video gaming has never been better.
Yeah.
I will say that. I believe that 100%.
I think 100%, especially with the Switch being as popular as it is now.
I love my Switch. I love it.
Because you think about it, it's like it was for a long time just Sony and Microsoft.
Yeah.
Now you kind of hear people whispering like, Switch.
Yeah.
Switch. Before it was like, what are you going to talk about?
Right.
Wii U?
Right. No.
Get out
no.
of here.
There are 3 heads to this monster now.
That's crazy. We haven't had that in forever. Since like...
Since there was one head, it was Nintendo, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so it's exciting. Now you're seeing, you know, and now it's like you can get a PlayStation for $199. Like,
yeah.
People are going to have these consoles.
And some people are starting to ask, like, is capitalism good? Like, look at the video game industry. I would say it is. But we'll see. It's a buyer's market still. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And these voices matter. Fallout getting trashed in reviews is a good thing, holistically.
Oh, absolutely.
Progress.
Yeah. I mean,
our voice.
Yeah.
I said this last week.
Yeah.
November's a voting month, not just for politics, but also the Video Game Awards.
Game Awards, yeah.
Vote. It's so fun. December
Yeah.
6th. That'll be Thursday night. We will have a whole thing up. And we can even do a kind of a what do we think is going to win or what are our votes when we vote. We need to finish a couple campaigns.
We're so close to Red Dead closing.
Red Dead is great.
It's so nice.
We'll devote more footage to a whole discussion about that for sure.
It's you know what, I feel like it's just briefly talking about where we are now, but like it's just turning more into like a TV show movie for me.
Yeah,
and
I love that.
And I love it so much.
And we have Podcast Remastered coming up where we'll talk about TV and movies.
Guys, Podcast Remastered.
So if you are a patron over at patreon.com/mediainteractive, you can get access to different things based on donating $1, $2, or $3 a month, and that helps put these T-shirts together. It helps for this equipment.
Just in a giveaway, we do giveaways.
Making a podcast and distributing it online requires accounts and feeds and all that stuff. So our supporters mean the world to us, but you will get an exclusive podcast where we go off the rails talking about movies, music, TV, pretty much everything.
And we have fun on this live podcast. We have fun doing everything we do. Podcast Remasters.
It's not live.
Different kind
we
of
drop
fun.
it later. It's so fun. That's our fun. Yeah,
it's a lot.
So
of fun.
I want to talk Red Dead because Red Dead is more than a video game. Like there's just more there.
Yeah.
Cinematically speaking.
Yeah. And you know our original concerns with the game about pacing are still there.
Oh yeah, it's not a perfect game. No.
Like you do some big moments and then they throw you in so we're not getting the whole thing, but
it's insane. You feel it. You feel the game the whole time.
I think the community around the game, people who have bought it at launch are also nearing the end, so it kind of feels like a season finale.
Yeah.
Wherein like everyone had bought it the same day.
Yeah.
Everyone was sort of paced at the same way. You have those people that binge the whole show. Like imagine a show comes out on Netflix. You have the few people that just stay up all night and watch it. Most people will kind of like, watch it over the course of a month, and I think that's what's happening with Red Dead. And I haven't had that happen in so long where such a big group of people gets a game, consumes it at the same time, and we're reaching the same point together.
Yeah.
And that is, I mean, that's why we do it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the video game community.
And that's why we do this. Media Interactive. Community talking about this, community experiencing it. Everybody's playing these games, talking about them means the world. If you were on the subway and you happen to see somebody in a shirt or playing on their Switch and you have a conversation with them, they'll probably make your day. That's what this podcast is here to do. Make your week.
Make your week.
Andrew Matthews, Smash Brothers comes out soon. It's like 2 weeks. It's like 15 days or something crazy.
Wait,
December,
no, you're joking.
I'm
15 days?
No, I might be joking.
Whoa.
It might be 18 days.
That's still so soon.
It's Friday, December 7th.
Wow.
That's soon. Okay, that's a little over 2 weeks. So they released, and I don't have much information on this. I apologize, but they released a single player mode that apparently is good. Okay, and I was talking to a buddy of mine at work. Shout out to Ash. He doesn't want to look at any of the content. He just wants to
Smart.
get the game. Classic. Gamer at heart.
See, this is
Expectation versus
all
reality. You
this.
got to know when to shut it down.
There we go.
So I'm excited for Smash. Okay, we're gonna have Fallout gameplay and stuff up. I want to do some Smash stuff as well once I can get my impressions on that. But
I'm excited. Like, I think that Nintendo has the chance here to really make a sweep for a year, for like 2 years in a row with Breath of the Wild, with the console release. I think that the Switch has potential to really move from a whisper to actually have it be, if someone is arguing between Sony and Microsoft, someone will be there arguing 100% for Switch.
Right.
And I think that you start with these games like Smash. I think that
it works.
Yeah, it works.
It works.
They know what they're doing, man.
By the end of the month, Andrew, we will have another podcast remastered out to our Tier 3 patrons, the gold community members over at patreon.com.
Wow. We've been doing this for a long time.
It's so fun.
It's crazy, man.
I love it, man.
We're like
it's so
2
much
months
fun.
in.
More and more people are coming up to me and talking to me about it, even if they just, even if they're not fully present in the YouTube chat or anything like that. Like, they see our news articles and stuff daily on social media. You can follow us at MInteractiveXYZ. They know we're doing this, and it's super fun. And they also will come to us with questions about anything, which is great. So next week we're going to have Remastered out. I want to talk a little bit about holiday gaming ambitions again. After we Black Friday shop or drop, whatever we decide, I'll be playing some Breath of the Wild and some more things like that. And so I want to talk about what we're going to play over the break.
Yes. And guys, Battlefield 5 goes live tomorrow.
Battlefield 5 tomorrow. We have concerns about it, but I feel miles better than Fallout 76, and I think it might be a good game.
Yeah, so if you have the game, please tell us how it is.
Tell us.
Convince us why we should buy it, because if you remember, if you've been around our podcast, we said the game would sell 12 copies.
We were trashing it hard.
The game will sell 12 million copies. I'm saying, like, the game is going to do really well. And it's getting really good feedback, so...
It's interesting. I'm less optimistic, but it is interesting.
It's cool to see, like, what we say, like, our voices need to be heard. Like, the beta sucked.
And they heard.
And it's supposedly different than the beta, so... it goes live literally in 3 hours, which is exciting. We're not buying day one because like we said, like, we're not fanboys here. We're going to be honest when we don't want to do something.
Right.
We don't support trash games.
Exactly.
But exciting fall games still.
Yeah.
Still, they're like
we're still rolling. Fall is still here. We are rolling. So there's a lot to do.
We're on Twitter. We have a question on Twitter.
MInteractiveXYZ on Twitter.
Yeah, we post news articles. We'll just link to our stuff.
We'll retweet a lot of stuff. We'll throw it out there. And that way all of the links and everything we have get tossed out there as well. I'm just going to, MInteractiveXYZ. And so just look for our logo across all social media. The Twitter username is the same as Instagram.
Look for our logo. That sounds like we're going to be in grocery stores.
And like, if you subscribe to YouTube, literally everything we ever do will eventually end up there, including HD quality. So this live stream will be posted as video after we edit it. And I'm going to upload the HD audio for people to just listen to the podcast as well. That'll be on Patreon. That'll be on YouTube. And if you are a patron over at Patreon, you get a private RSS feed, which basically means you can copy and paste that into Spotify, into Apple Podcasts, which is what I do. So then it's literally on my phone and it pops up every week.
And we do a lot of live streams.
Oh yeah.
Where we play through games.
We'll do Twitch streams a couple times a month and ask people to join so we can talk.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
Stream over news events and all sorts of stuff. Again, y'all are our community. We love you. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming. Shout out to Josh Kirby again for winning the t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
We love you, dude.
This t-shirt. So we got one more t-shirt.
One more t-shirt coming out December. So if you are a patron, you are eligible
to get one.
Visit patreon.com/MediaInteractive.
Doesn't matter if you're $1 subbed or $3.
Yeah, it does not matter.
You're in the drawing for a medium-sized t-shirt.
Yeah. But yeah, you can find us at any point throughout the week, any time of day. It's all out there.
Dude, this guy's from Scotland.
Yeah, I read that. I love that so much. That's so great.
We love having you here.
You're the man.
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, we love y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna play so much of my new S, guys. I almost said X. Oh man,
it might be an X here soon. Who the heck knows?
Guys, there's so many good deals coming out. This is like But
Just-
with new systems,
and here's the thing. I don't need to convince you to be a smart Black Friday consumer. You already know to do that. Just don't count video games out because the deals are out and we got time to enjoy the now, the here and now, Andrew.
the here and now.
The year of Red Dead.
You said it right there.
The year of Red Dead and God of
Hopefully,
War.
hopefully online will be here so shortly.
God of War for PS4, Red Dead for everyone, and Smash Brothers. Like,
What a year!
what a freaking year! So December 6th, Video Game Awards. Watch them, stream them. It's gonna be so fun. We're gonna get out of here, Andrew. We're ending on that.
Let's do it, dude.
Ending it on that. Much love.
Peace.
Keep on gaming.